Welcome to a brief introductory walkthrough of the 90-day marketing plan and the first 6 priority areas. Step 1, we need to do a situation analysis to identify where you are and how you got to be where you are. By clicking on the situation link, it will take you through to the analysis where you're asked questions such as what have you achieved in the last 12 months? What are your disappointments? How do you explain these disappointments? What have you learned? What you would like to do differently in the future? And what your objectives are for the next 12 months. Now, if you're unsure what your objectives are, simply click on the objectives link and it will enable you to identify key objectives for the business. Perhaps you haven't set specific objectives like how much revenue you want, how many sales do you need, what your fees and pricing should be, or how much traffic you require. For example, what you can do is you can click on the traffic calculator, and here you can put in how much business you want to generate per week. It will tell you your annual figure. You can then put in a typical invoice or transaction value, what your margin is, and it will calculate what your profit is per sale and also how many customers you require. Going one step further, if we scroll down, we can see it also tell you to reach that revenue target based on a 1% conversion to your website, you need to be generating this amount of revenue per day, and it will work out your visitor figures as well. It will also help you to calculate what budget you have and what conversions you require from a pay-per-click campaign with AdWords, for example. We can scroll back up and we can return to the main marketing point checklist. What you can also do is, having understood where you are and where you want to be, you can then decide what your priorities and budget are. And we do this by conducting an audit, a marketing audit in a number of areas. Lead generation and marketing, online and social media marketing, public relations, sales and selling, branding and communications, and reporting systems. And what we do is we simply select the audit that we want. We click on the link, and then we go through each of the questions. Upon getting these questions, we can then determine what our priorities are, and then we can allocate a budget accordingly. Once we know where we are, what it is we want, and how much we can afford to invest in achieving our priorities, we can then look at the plan, and we can use our marketing plan checklist to decide which of the activities need actioning. We can also, of course, determine which tactics we're going to use to generate the leads, inquiries, prospect sales, and referrals that we require to generate the revenue that we want as well. We can simply go through the process of determining which tactic we wish to use, and then again we can prioritize down to about 12 different tactics, either offline or online, that we want to use. We can also determine and define our KPIs, or key performance indicators, so that we monitor our marketing and the progress that we create and the results which we'll generate as part of the marketing campaign going forward. And having done that, we can then decide specifically on which of the tactics that we want to use. For example, it could be LinkedIn. We click on the LinkedIn tab, and again it gives you the complete step-by-step process that we need to go through in order to achieve the results that we want. And that concludes this brief introductory walkthrough on the 90-day marketing plan. Thank you.